Fire Emblem Engage is your standard modern Fire Emblem game. It's a turn-based tactics RPG. You pick your own Pokemon master, you run around the new area collecting little lordlings like critters from the Kanto region. You level your units, you evolve them into different classes, you progress through the story, and that kind of boils down to good dragon good and bad dragon bad. You can cook, you can fish, you can do other stuff. It really felt like what a game following Fire Emblem Three Houses would play like. Before we go any further, let's just talk about the stuff I liked, and that's the combat. The combat in Engage is super fun, bringing in a ton of different weapons and classes, as well as new abilities for your units to have. Additionally, the main gimmick of the game, the emblem rings, are just so cool. I was a little skeptical about them at first, but these rings house the spirits of the protagonists from other Fire Emblem entries, and you can equip them to whichever unit you want. And those equipped units will then gain new abilities, temporary weapons, and strong bonuses based off of the protagonists of the ring given to them. You can level up your rings, pick and choose what bonuses to give what characters, and not only make really powerful units, but make them in your own way. Again, I wasn't thrilled with the ring concept at first. I thought it was kind of stupid, actually. But I started seeing the rings more like additional elements or JoJo stands that you could just swap around. And regardless of how silly I found the concept aesthetically, mechanically, the rings are very cool. Like equipping a mage ring that lets you teleport units around and just giving them to a bulky knight, or vice versa, or giving characters that don't have ranged weapons a ranged character's ring. You can really mix and match, or you can give your fast sword fighter character a fast sword fighter ring to make them even better. It sounds simple, but it's so much more than that, and I really enjoyed what the rings had to offer gameplay-wise. Honestly, the gameplay of Engage was super fun for me. I dare say it was engaging. I love strategy games, and I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem, so I was really looking forward to playing Engage, and its gameplay hits so hard. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about anything else. Outside of the combat, I actually despise this game. I don't want to go on a huge rant of different complaints, so I'm just going to make it real short. The story is fairly generic. You're an unquestionable good guy, and you and your other unquestionably good guys go off and beat the unquestionably bad guy. That's fine. I'm fine with that. It's really the characters in this game I'm not okay with. I found almost every single character in Fire Emblem Engage to be annoying. It felt like I was playing a children's TV show like Blue's Clues or Teletubbies. These characters are always sunshine and rainbows. They're literally having tea parties, they're talking about friendship, and I'm not saying they gotta be emo edgelords, but the unrelenting cheeriness of these characters killed me. There were a few interesting support conversations, but a lot of them were the fluffiest, softest fluffs of fluff that I didn't have any character in this game that I liked as a character. I think the ultimate offender here was this one conversation between one lord and the lord who, when they were evil, ruined his kingdom and killed some of his friends. And that guy goes, "Hey, I don't think we can work together." And the former evil lord goes, "But we have to work together for friendship," or whatever. And then the wronged lord, the ruined kingdom guy goes, "Oh, you're right, I'm so sorry, we should work together." Like, no, homie, you're right to be mad at them. Whatever, I don't care, it doesn't matter. It says I've played 40 plus hours of my completed Engage file. I don't know how long it took me to beat the game because I did run around and do a bunch of side missions and content. Again, I really did like the gameplay. I wasn't a big fan of the story and I hated the characters, but the game played great. I remember beating this game back in February when it came out and absolutely loathing it. I didn't replay Engage for this video. I simply played a couple of missions to get footage, and I had a blast. So, I don't really know what to tell you guys. Like, if you like Fire Emblem, I would say give Engage a shot. There's certainly something there, even if I can't see it that clearly.